This is another wire sculpture that I did. This is one that was just kind of like, I had the brilliant idea of doing a Peter Gabriel doll because I had never really listened to the music that he did in the 70s with Genesis, and then I discovered it and absolutely just loved it, which is unusual because not a lot of girls like it, but I really liked it. I was like, I love the costumes. They're so much fun, and they're like something that I really like, you know, very creative and homegrown. It's not perfect, not polished. So this was the first costume that he did. And so I was like, well, I'm going to knit his little dress and make his little mask that was a fox. Apparently it was like a real fox head. I'll show you a picture. So I made this, and I made so his hair was shaved right here, so I obviously had to make it look like his hair, and it's not wavy and pretty, but it's nice and thick and full like his. But I made this a wire sculpture. You can see the wire inside of it just to fit over top of him. And then I was like, well, if I'm going to do one, I've got to do multiple ones. So I did do a lot more costumes, but I've had people buy made ones. So for this one, I only have the little hat for that costume. And then I was like, well, let me show you what that looked like, what it's supposed to look like. So I did bat wings. I did do the bat wings one, and I did do him a little jumpsuit for him, but those have been sold, so I don't have them anymore. The whole rainbow thing, the whole rainbow cape, if you know, you know. But I wanted to do the old man mask. I mean, it's kind of like a really weird, ugly mask. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do that. So I actually had to do another project. So let me show you the other project I had to do to come up with how I was going to do the old man mask. This Baby Yoda, Grogu, however you say it, was my side project for the Peter Gabriel doll, because I wanted to have a way to work the mask. So if you can see here, I had to do an overlay for his face. It's almost like a mask. And so I did the whole doll. He's got the little 3 fingers, his little feet. He's weighted. He has sand in him. He's got a little butt. And I made his little jacket out of an old coat. His eyes move. So he's like my zombie dolls, which I have to show you those. But I needed to know how to do the face. So I had to do this side project to figure out how I was going to do the other one. And this is the ugly old man mask. It's got hair in his ears. I even made it with like a very shiny yarn, so it's kind of like the original. It doesn't have glitter in it. But I needed to know how to do it where I could just put it on like a mask, kind of in the same way that it was done originally, and still, you know, read as an old man and an old face. So because of Baby Yoda, I was able to do this. And let me show you what he looked like. The whole thing was inappropriate, but if you ever listen to the song, I mean, the premise of it is just wrong. But I just thought it was fun to do the creation of this stuff.